Hi everybody, my name is Cihan Biyikoglu. I'm a program manager in the SQL Azure team, and I've been working on the scale-out programmability model for the last couple of months, and just wanted to tell you how the idea came about and how we actually got to build this, because I think that was one of the unique things about federations, SQL Azure federations, that really turned the wheel so fast that we could actually go from idea to shipping in a very short amount of time. The process at Microsoft is actually the idea stage, which is kind of chaos. That's how it actually all starts. We all kind of come up with our own opinions. Obviously, we've got a building full of individuals who are extremely smart with databases and data models and data processing. So we all came up with ideas about how we could actually solve this problem. You go from these tens of ideas that, of individuals who actually want to go attack this problem, and it's that moment that I actually call is kind of the, alone stage. Everybody's alone, everybody has their own idea about how they could actually go solve this problem. And that's a stage that's really interesting. It's controlled chaos in a way where you're actually kind of going and pitching your idea to different people. You're trying to kind of grow this circle of team that you actually have from one to a few more, to really go convince them to build this new architecture that would actually go give them massive scalability with the new type of applications that they want to build. So federations was really about cloud scale applications and really be able to hit a scale target that is much higher than any other system has actually kind of tried to do before with the individual box product, with the SQL Server in terms of scalability targets. We really wanted to kind of address the scenarios of mobile applications that would mesh location information from hundreds of thousands of phones, or we wanted to solve the web scale problems of people who were managing social feeds, or we wanted to go give a new kind of efficiency to our partners who actually wanted these new improved tenancy models. So all of those things are very complicated things to do from an engineering standpoint, but at the same time we actually want to go solve them with the reasonable complexity and be able to eventually build that idea, just conceive that idea to ship it at the surface. And all of that is a very interesting process that starts with that idea. With federations, we obviously started with an idea that breaks the conceptual model of a database into smaller chunks. And that idea, from tens of ideas, we got down to two fairly quickly. It was a horse race. It was a close horse race to actually get people convinced as to one or the other. And as you kind of go build your idea, you kind of pitch it to different people, you get your circle enlarged to a degree where it starts becoming obvious where some of the benefits are, and the more of these individuals joining your team, the larger the circle becomes. It becomes easier to convince. So that alone phase now turns into the idea phase, and then we go through this process called fundamentals, and that's another interesting anecdote when we were building the project. Is you're now starting to pitch your idea from people who were interested in the problem space to people who actually go and look at these different surfaces and their consistencies and their veneer, if you want to call it that, and they need to make sure that across all of our products that we actually have a consistent message and that it would actually fit with the rest of the components we have. And programmability surface obviously is something that everybody's passionate about. So your discussions usually start from no way to eventually to seeing the light at the end of the tunnel and seeing that solution through, and everybody getting convinced. So it's a very interesting phase where you again have this kind of wall of people who are kind of poking and objecting and challenging the idea to, as they see it, not kind of become a leaky bucket. They kind of start adding to the circle that you have of people who actually want to go make this happen. And federations went through a very similar method, and we always kept going back to this same fundamental of, look, we have to go scale to hundreds of nodes and very large number of computational capacity to be able to support these type of applications. So, and there's a couple of other phases along the way where you have to kind of think about how you're going to deliver this to customers, find the customers who are interested in it, and just handhold along the way to go deliver it. But there's that moment of the final picture that you actually take once you're corking the champagne and you're kind of all together just applauding the success. And you go from this alone island kind of moment to many people standing with you and it just going, fantastic work. And that's the moment that's extremely satisfying. And that's how we actually got to the Federation's idea. We broke some of the conceptions about the model in which you would build the database, but we allowed you to have a scale-first approach to building a database. And that really allows you to build the right data model to decentralize your workload to a level that allows you to build applications that would scale to hundreds of nodes. That really gives you endless, unlimited scalability. And that was an extremely interesting journey. Just wanted to tell you the story of how the idea turned into a product. And that's kind of the road we walked along. But thank you.